Hello and welcome to Studio Cafe 315. I am Roseanne Perla, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and a paper crafter. I like to scrapbook and make cards. Monday nights is always card making, and I'm working with Bauble Blooms and the die cuts for Bauble Blooms. I have the stamps all ready to go. And we are going to begin. You can read this about my kit together. It is virtual, November 19th at 7:30 p.m. You can go to my link on my Facebook page or my blog page, and I selected 4 kits, and you could pick one of those kits. Some of them are right in here. By the way, I do have 2 of the Nutcracker kits for sale. And I have a third one I'm going to use for scrapbooking and doing alternates. Not just using the tags, but using the tags for scrapbooking pages and even using the tags for cards. So not just as a tag. So if you would like to get on when I do that, I can let you know. If you're interested in that, I am going to put those up on my blog page. I call it my blog page. It's my web page. It's not my Stampin' Up! Shop. My Stampin' Up! Shop is my other web page. But I have my own personal page at studiocafe315.com. And you can get right here to this code will take you to the kits. So if you hover over it with your mobile cell phone. A cool thing that I'm using tonight with the baubles is this velvet paper. And as a child, this comes in red. It's like a cherry red. It's in between cherry red. It's not the real red. And this green velvet, the red velvet, and a white velvet. I'm using it on my cards tonight, and I have an event, a live event locally here in the Syracuse area, and it is on November 15th, and the cards all have, the trees have this velvet on them. So it's very tactile if you're a tactile person. And it reminds me of the dresses, we had as children for Christmas time. I had a red velvet dress, of course, and it reminds me of Santa's suit, which was always red velvet. So yes, I do really like the velvet, and I got a set of it, and I just ordered another set because I'm going to put these cards in a set. You may not have realized I've been very frustrated in trying to figure out things because I have my card kits set up and classes to go, and I can't do those classes because everything is sold out. Everything. My gingerbread is sold out. My hope and courage stamp the day after I posted for the event that I was going to have. So I'm postponing all of those and moving those. So I'm structuring my calendar. I should have my calendar all set through like the second weekend of December. I'm going to have to go. The Hope and Courage is Love and Courage breast cancer stamp set is, I still want to do the fundraiser, and I had 5 people who were interested. So I'm hoping that you're still interested. Anybody who's interested, I will put that event out there. And I think it's just right in the beginning of December on a Sunday. I will have, the 5 cards that I made. You can also buy the kit for those 5 cards. But importantly is to buy the stamp set, because $3 Stampin' Up! Will donate towards a breast cancer organization that helps patients and families, etc. All of that. So there's so many organizations that do help, and they all need money. They're all non-for-profit, and they're all supporting the patients. So it's a great fundraiser. $3 towards every stamp set. So please support that stamp set when it comes back. It's supposed to come back, it says November 17th, and I am on the website, the Stampin' Up! Every day, multiple times a day, looking to see if any of my items have come in. I want to do my gingerbread set because that is an awesome set. So, yeah, so that's me in a nutshell, and it's not just me. I know that. So let's do this. I'm going to show you the one card I'm not going to make. I could show you it. I'm going to show you at the end. So we're using the Bauble Blooms, and I am doing. What I did was I used the embossing folder. As a background, and you can use any embossing folder. It's this embossing folder, the Holly Jolly Christmas Words Collage. I don't know. Yeah, Christmas Words Collage dies. There's a die, a hybrid 3D die that goes with this that you stick right into the embossing folder, and it cuts out each of these words. And this is the embossing folder. So the embossing folder comes out like this, okay? And then I took the die for the bauble, which is the ornament. It's only this one ornament. And this set is fairly inexpensive. I think it runs about $32 for the set of dies. And there are 5 dies included, okay? You'll see the dies because I'm going to use all of them except for this one. So the one die is this one, and I am doing the red here. So I'm going to push that over, move that out of the way. And I did bubblegum. I did one in bubblegum, and I did one in Pretty in Pink, and this is bubblegum, okay? And what I did was I took my stamp and Versamark, okay? But I first stamped this in Cherry Cobbler, okay? So I stamped this in Cherry Cobbler. I stamped it once with this stamp, okay? And no, I didn't do either one of these. I did the other stamp. I can tell because I have the leaves. And so as I did that, there's a little bit of Cherry Cobbler. I'm sorry, I put all of my extra things in here. So this is the external one without the flower. Okay, and I stamped that in Cherry Cobbler, and it goes this way. Okay, and then I took this one. I didn't use this one. This one fills in color. I used this one, and I stamped. Let's figure this out. Yeah. Oh, it is this way. Yep, it's that way. It always goes down the point. And, you know, lining it up and everything. And I stamped it with Versamark right on top of that. And then I used the gold embossing powder. And I used my heating tool. And I did the gold emboss. Okay? We're going to do it with the green one after. So I just wanted you to know the steps. Okay? And I'm going to get my card base. I am using a white card base with this one. And I am using the regular card base, the basic white, because it is so thick. I use the adhesive foam strips so that I'm giving this height so that it gives dimension, and then I'm going to put that in there. So let's do that. Let me stick this down first. Push these out of the way. Don't need them right now. And if you do not have foam strips, I suggest you get them. They are great. Instead of using dimensionals, The foam strips actually are a little bit thicker than the dimensional, a regular dimensional, and they really hold it up. Each of my cards are a little bit different, so they're not all the same. And I wanted to give it that 3D look, so you can even bend it like I did here. You can bend your foam strip. So let me stand up, make sure that it's open correctly. And you can move it a little bit. Okay. And I'm not going to put this on dimensionals, but I am going to put it right in there. And I'm just going to put glue inside, not on there. I found this works out best. Okay. I'm just using the green Tombow liquid glue. And see, I can move it. And that looks pretty good. Okay, and see, I like that little bit of red coming through the gold. So there you can see the gold. And then there's a little bit of tinge of red. Okay. Now I'm going to get the topper for it. And I did that in gold foil. Watch how this comes out. So you just stick this on top. Okay. It's giving it dimension. And I don't want to get it in the holes because I don't want it to come through the holes. I don't want to get it on the gold, but I just did. I know I did. Okay. Yeah, I really didn't need it all the way. I'm going to move this up a little. Okay. And now I'm going to add, so this was one of the dies. I'm going to add the little bow. It's really cute. I didn't die cut it yet, sorry. So my setup is, I have my die cut machines on 2 4x4 Ikeas in the center of my room, and it's right behind me. So I just turn around and I die cut. One of these days I will do a video on this room. Right now it is truly a mess. I spent some time today cleaning it. I often do. I clean every day basically. Okay, so there's the ornament topper. I love that. Here's the little bow. Okay, and I'm going to add the bow right there. Once this dries, I'm going to show you a little technique. Actually, it's dried. I take a little paper towel and the cleaning, the Stampin' Mist cleaner for stamps, and it works. It works on window sheets too. And I just take a little bit, it's right there, wet, and pretty much it cleans it right off and makes it shine again. Okay, good. It's pretty good. You can even do your eraser if you want. It's okay. That one came out okay. It's a little hard on that edge. Okay, and I am going to use 2 mini dimensionals, one on each side. Can you see that? And making sure I'm in camera. Hi, Carol. Thank you for watching. This is cherry cobbler. Okay. Okay, and then I have, I stuck this one, it was loose. These flower accents, and I'm going to put one right in the center and a couple on here. And you'll see where I used all these. I used all of them on one card, the other card that I made. I'll show you that at the end. I'm using my pick tool. I'm going to put one right there. Oops. This is the small. There's the small and the large, and one right there. Okay. And then I am going to add one to the bow right here. And these stick. This is a velvet, the velvet bow. It's really pretty. And as I was saying, this velvet is, they use the green and this cherry cobbler on the paper pumpkin kit and the kit that I'm using. So there you have the card. It's not very hard to make. So what if you don't have the heat embossing tool and you're not going to buy it and you're not going to get this little kit, which this is the kit. It comes with this, no embossing powder, but it comes, and it doesn't come with the Versamark. You have to buy the embossing powders and that separately, but it comes with the tools, which are comes with this tool and the brush, which I use all the time. It's right here. Okay, and the powder sack, which is really important. This powder sack, you take it out of the bag and you run it on your paper first before you even stamp. And that will keep it from the powder getting all over the place. I forgot to do it on this one, so that's why I have a teeny bit of residual there. No big deal. It's okay. You know, I forget. So once in a while, sometimes I do it correctly and I'm like, oh, I forgot. So, but you don't have to redo it. And most of the time it's fine. Okay, so this is the card. Inside, I am going to use the Bauble Blooms Merry Christmas inside. And I'm going to show you what I do. Well, you know what? I don't need to do that because I have all of these little sentiments on the outside. Isn't that pretty? Not very hard to do. You do need your machines and your tools. Okay? But inside, I'm going to use my stamp and pierce mat. It's a foam mat. Lasts forever. Really good. Well, it lasts me forever. And I have this set up pretty much. I probably could move this a teeny bit, but no, you know what? So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to do Christmas and then I'm going to do Merry. Okay. I'm going to use the cherry cobbler. You might get my head in here. We'll see. I feel like I'm going to mess this up. Christmas. Because it's a little bit far over. Let's see if I can compensate. And I'm going to do Mary. I need to get in here. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, I messed it up. So what I'll do off camera after is put a piece of cardstock in here and cover that up so that that looks really nice. And then I was going to take a piece of paper and add that. I do have paper. I've just been using it sparingly. And I have sets to do. I have the snowflakes to do. I have the North Pole delivery to do. And I think I'm going to take North Pole delivery and use that on this one. I really like the card. I really, really like it. North Pole delivery has some cute background ones. I can think of a really pretty one I could use right now. Prettier than this one. So this is North Pole delivery. And see, I don't think I want to use this. It's not elegant enough. It's a great one. I'm going to use this set this week. Watch for other videos. I'm going to post a lot of videos as I go through and make my kits. But I have this paper from last year. This designer series paper. And I want to use this one. So I'm going to cut a piece of this. And in the kits, what you get is all of the paper products. You won't get the embellishments. You have to purchase those yourself. And you get directions how to put these together. If you spend $75 or more on anything, you know, say you want to get the stamp set and the dies, and you know, some embellishments. Maybe you need an ink pad or whatever you need. You spend $75 before tax and shipping and rewards. I will send you the whole tutorial for each of the cards. There will be 3 cards and a tag and a gift box. And I will post all of those on my blog. And you can just purchase the whole set. Okay, so I need it to be 4 1/4. But what you get is the kits each individually. I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. I'm totally off. Sorry, and you can't see this. Oops. So when you cut, you line it up. Yeah, I was way off on that. Okay. And since I'm going to put another piece in here, I'm going to put that in there. And yes, this one does not have, but doesn't that goes really well with the little gold on it. In fact, what I'm going to do is okay. And then I have another one already ready. to put together. Okay. And that one, if you don't have the embossing, what I was saying was you can just stamp it with the stamp set. Okay. And you could use a little bit of Wink of Stella. This is another thing you should have on hand. And it gives it a little bit of glitter. Okay, you just shake it. It does not make a mess. I love this stuff. If you've watched me, you know quite often I'm using it often on my projects just to add that little glitter. I don't do it to cards that are for men. They don't get glitter. I never forgot my father. We were doing t-shirts and we were going to New York City to the July 4th parade. And he was watching us make the shirts and he goes, yeah, he goes, I said, you like the shirts, Dad? And he's like, oh yeah. He goes, just no glitter for me, okay? And I'm like, okay, no glitter. No, dear, we won't put glitter on yours. And it was just the fireworks. I need my other one. That one's pretty used up. So while I'm doing the glitter, this is the other card I made. Beautiful and simple. It has all the velvet. Can you see the velvet inside there? And again, this one's supposed to be like 3-dimensional. Okay, I made this. I put a separate piece in back. I cut out each of these. You can see on the sides a little bit, but barely. I cut out each of these with a die cut and put them in individually. And then I added the flowers, added the flower up there, added the ornament piece. And then if you don't have the stamp set and you're just buying the kit, you can buy these, but they're out of stock right now. Or I can give them to you if I have enough. It might be a different sentiment, but this one really went well. Like, he has a little joy tag, and then inside I put Merry Christmas, and I'm going to put another piece of stuff. This one I can put right in here. I was going to get the other card, so I'm going to put that one, and I'm going to put it a little bit up. So that is the different ideas in layering. Heat embossing is very, very easy. Once I have in person, and then I have to restamp here the other flowers. So this is just stamping. So really, really pretty. You never can see the Wink of Stella on here. I do that all the time, and I try to get you to see it, but I don't think you can see it. I'm going to try it again. And it's just this subtle glitter. It's nice and glittery. If you've ever gotten a card from me, you can see that glitter. Okay. So that is my cards tonight. I'm not going to keep you on past 7:30. Get on my blog. I'm going to put up the link. And for local people from Rochester to Syracuse, I call that local, because I can get those packages to you. I am doing the new group shipping for customers that are local pickup. And so the code, there'll be a code, and you use that code. I'm going to post the code tonight, and it'll expire in 3 days. So maybe I should do it tomorrow morning. I think I'll do it tomorrow morning. I said I was going to do it this morning, and I didn't, because I didn't tell anybody about it. But I will put it in the newsletter. I will put out the code about the kits, and November 19th, the kit together. It will be a Facebook private group. In the video, what I'll do at the end is download it and then to YouTube and upload it back into Facebook so that it doesn't get deleted. And if you can't make it at that time, maybe you're working, maybe you're busy with your family and have events and things, you can always go back and watch it. So it'll be available indefinitely. I won't delete it. So all of my videos are like that. Whenever I do a video, if it's posted to a YouTube unlisted or if it's posted to Facebook, I have to do different things with Facebook, but now everybody does because they delete all your videos. after 30 days. And actually, it's not even after 30 days. It's at 30 days. And I've lost a lot of videos because I can't. There's just a little piece there. Tiny, tiny little piece. I can't, do them all. So how do you like that? It's so subtle how I indented that. And it's just so, it looks simplistic, but it doesn't look simplistic. I mean, it's a gold ornament. And it has that tactile, it has the velvet. So pretty. So I wanted to do a green velvet one. That'll be the next one I do, and I will post it. And then my kits will include the layers. So it'll include this piece embossed. It will not include any stamping or heat embossing. It'll include this piece. It'll include the velvet bow. It will not include these embellishments. Those you provide yourself. It will include all of your cardstock. And then you would do your stamping inside. So if you're interested in this, they'll be sold in 5s. I will have, or maybe 6, 2 of each card, possibly, for this. And see, I like this without the embossed piece. So, and I like this one with the embossed piece. And I make each one of them, each of the cards, there'll be 3 cards and 3 different ones. So you'll get this one, you'll get the gold, you just don't get the embellishments, you get this, you get this, you get this, you get your mats, and you get your base. Okay? So, there you have it. And then this one. And I will give you the directions so you will know, okay, this one, it'll be marked card 1, card 2, card 3, and there'll be 2 of each, and you have 6 extra cards. So if you purchase the stamp set, because that's what you'll need to do this, or, maybe you have a different idea, you can do that as well. Thank you for watching, and look for my posts. Go to my blog, studiocraft315.com. Look for Kit Night. I have an event, event in person. It's cards and cookies, and you're going to learn cookie decorating techniques as well as creating 9 cards and 6 cookies. And I went shopping for that today, and I went and picked up some cute stuff that I needed for that. Some, trays to decorate the cookies. And it's a 2-hour event, so you'll be busy. You'll be going boom, 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 because you got to get your cookies done. You got to get that frosting. You'll probably take it, and it'll be a little bit wet, and then and it'll dry on your way. But I bought these boxes so that the 6 cookies will fit in there and lay in there. But you have the cardboard and stuff. It's going to be a very nice event. I am a detail person, so I make sure. And I did this one too. I didn't show you. I made one back in July. I've had this set for a while. A tag that goes with this. That's right, because I said 5. I'm going to do 3 cards, a box, and a tag. 5 things for this set. And tag is really cute because it'll open up. So like that one, but not in Pretty Peacock. Okay. But it'll be pretty. Okay. Thank you for watching.